SpaceX is a company that Elon Musk is running and is going to revolutionize the world the way we know it today. SpaceX is currently following some of the basic rules Elon Musk likes to apply, like starting from scratch, seeing what actually goes into a rocket, making sure that we have enough supply of these materials to build as many rockets as we can. Why? Because Elon Musk figured out that the materials that rockets are made are a lot cheaper than once they're put together. So SpaceX was born, and Elon Musk is heading SpaceX towards a new horizons beyond the Earth to an alien worlds. Welcome, my friends. You are watching the Better Future Project, where we are all about sharing positivity, knowledge, and having a good time together. SpaceX is a company that is going to change the way we see the world. The explorations, the cosmos, the new alien worlds, the satellites that SpaceX is currently shooting up into the orbit, the internet that is going to surround the world is another revenue that Elon Musk has ended up with as an idea. And of course, this idea is going to work very, very well. And it, in fact, already SpaceX, under obviously their Starlink project, are having 3 million customers. The internet provider part of this business is actually bringing more money than SpaceX is taking by having contracts with NASA and other governments in order to shoot out their satellites, payloads to the international station and whatnot. So how did Elon Musk did it? Why did he create SpaceX? These are questions that we should ask, we should know the answer, because SpaceX is going to motivate future generations and is going to captivate our imagination of what is possible beyond the Earth. And of course, this is worth getting up in the morning. Don't forget, Elon Musk says the life cannot be only about solving problems, one problem after another. We need to be motivated. We need to wake up and say, hey, today is going to be a good day. It's going to be a great day. Today we are going to figure out something new. We are going to create something new. We're going to go to a place we've never been before. So we can see that SpaceX is taking the lead. According to some of the details we have, SpaceX has different rockets, and of course, Elon Musk is thinking about how can I use my knowledge building vehicles to building space rockets. And of course, he ended up with the idea of why not creating a manufacturing for rockets. I mean, who does that? Well, clearly Elon Musk does, because his goal is to build one rocket a day. This is insane, because to build a rocket takes years. Even for a simple engine that it goes into the rocket, it can take months. Elon Musk wants, of course, to bring this down, and within a few years, who knows, he might be able to get to that point. But SpaceX has more goals. It has an ultimate goal of making the life multiplanetary. Elon Musk's goal is to have our human consciousness expanded beyond the Earth, because he believes that extension kind of global effects can happen, from nuclear wars to meteors coming to the Earth. The sun can expand. I don't know, anything. Pathogens can happen. Viruses can go around and kill the human race. So Elon Musk is aware of this. And he is saying that not if someday something like that is going to happen. He knows that someday something like that will happen. But expanding the human consciousness beyond the Earth will at least try to preserve what we've got and how far we have managed to get to as a human race. SpaceX is having these ideas of taking their rockets, building them from scratch, and of course, use them to build new technologies and take us to new worlds. One of the ideas behind it is Starlink. As I mentioned earlier, Starlink is covering the Earth, and you're going to be able to have internet at any point in the world. You can be in the middle of the ocean or into the Amazon rainforest. You will have signal. And this is amazing, because imagine one little subscription and that's it. You've got a high quality, high speed internet. It does get better because Elon Musk wants to use his rockets and the same technology to build an internet on Mars. Yes, you heard me right. So basically, the communication between Earth and Mars will become easier, faster, more reliable, and of course, it will exist in first place, because at the moment, only NASA has some chances of ways of communicating between the robots on the Mars's surface and the Earth. Of course, what about other satellites? SpaceX has the capabilities to reuse at least the booster at the moment of the rockets, and they want to create this new type of space rocket called Starship. Now, Starship will change the game. It will be a completely new vehicle that is going to be able to take payloads and humans outside of the Earth, come back, reload it with fuel just like any ordinary plane or car, and then take us back up there. Why this is so important? Because the price to get to the orbit will plummet. And if it's more affordable, so many more companies will start building crazy new experiments, crazy new technologies. They will be able to build robots that are going into space, and computers and solar farms into the outer space that are going to be working 24/7 because they won't have a shadow. Imagine all this energy coming back to Earth. What can we do with it? My mind starts to explode. Of course, this will be possible thanks to Elon Musk and SpaceX. That's not the end. SpaceX has the idea to use the rockets like Starship and others to shoot them up into the space, shoot another rocket, reload this, and send it all the way to another planet. It could be the moon, it could be the Mars, or it could be any other foreign body like moons and planets into our solar space. Now, this is at the moment the goal, but I'm sure that they will want to go beyond our solar space. So until that time, what is there, how is that going to play out, we don't know. It's too early to say, but we're going to stay tuned to this information. What's more important is that SpaceX rockets will be able to transform for different places for different reasons. For example, if a SpaceX rocket lands on the planet of Mars or on the moon, our moon, then what will happen is the rocket itself will become a temporary place where people and cosmonauts, more likely, will be able to live and work, which means some of those rockets will never come back to Earth. They will be used there permanently as buildings of places to work. So now you've got something that is completely new. We don't need to go to Mars and try to build something. We can go with the rockets, and the rockets can be our initial places that we're going to use to live. The master plan behind SpaceX is to have at least 1,000 rockets. And every 6 months, Mars is really, really close. So what Elon Musk wants to do is every 6 months, he wants to shoot up 1,000 rockets full with people and payloads to Mars, where he wants to build this sustainable city. This city will be at least 1 million people. And if something happens to the Earth and no more payloads are being delivered or oxygen or whatnot, then the Mars colony will be able to be fully sustainable and survive without help from Earth. This is so important for the human race. This is so important for the human consciousness. It's so inspiring, and SpaceX will continue to inspire future generations, because once the platform is built, then who knows what kind of future business people will come around and what type of ideas they're going to end up. But one thing is for sure, thanks to SpaceX and the cheapest prices that the company is going to offer, the world and our lives, our way of life will change, and it will be so much more interesting than what we currently know. I look forward for future success for SpaceX and the company's new plans of how to colonize the moon, how to colonize Mars, how to build constellations of satellites and provide internet on the Earth and on Mars, and of course, maybe even along the way. Don't forget that SpaceX will have the capabilities to shoot those rockets to comets and other moons, where they will be able to collect data, and hopefully we are going to figure out a lot more about the cosmos, how everything exists and it's in our reality, how we can see what we can see, how does it build up from the ground up, and of course hopefully this will lead us to a new future where the world will be just like our beginning. The Earth will be like our space, our place of us being born as race, and of course the space will be where we are going to continue to grow as a race, as a nations, as a humans, you name it. I think the world will be very excited to see what is going to happen, and I believe SpaceX will have a lot more ideas run by Elon Musk, and I'm sure that the next stage of colonization is happening as we speak. I hope, like in the spirit of new adventures, I hope SpaceX is going to take us where we haven't been, take us boldly to places we have never been before, and see with our own eyes how stars are born, how planets are created, and other spaces potentially even meet other kind of life, like alien life. Is that something that SpaceX is going to be able to achieve? I don't know. You tell me. Make sure you leave your comment down below, and I look forward to see you into my next video. And if you like my content, of course, like and subscribe to that video. Until the next one.